Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kelly. It looks like you have some sunshine on your face. What's happening?
I'm being kissed by sunshine this morning, and does it feel so good.
Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. It's so interesting how the curve of the US gives you the sun advantage by at least 15 minutes.
That sun has been up for almost an hour. So
What?
yeah, I think we've had this conversation where Connecticut is so much more eastern that we just get the sun because it's already up.
Yeah.
It's not just peeking out.
And I'm on the west coast of Florida too. If I was on the east coast, it would, yeah. Well, it is so beautiful to see that reminder that the sun is on its way. But before we get into our sunrise, can you tell everybody who you are, where you are? I know we already said that a little bit, and what you do, what your focus is.
Absolutely. So my name is Kelly McCarthy. Instead of saying Connecticut, I'm just going to say I am in Clarity Cottage.
Ooh.
I am a universal energy teacher and animal communicator. So I work with people's energetic frequencies so they can learn to harness them and use them both in their personal and professional lives so that they can leave legacies that truly matter.
I love that so much because that's all we have left at the end of the day. It's not our toys, it's not our whatever we've accumulated in life. It's our legacy of like did we change people's perspectives? Did we help people? Were we generally good people? That's all we got. I love that. Well, thank you so much for bringing that light into our world. And would you like to bring another kind of light into our world now too?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Thank you. Okay, so today we are going to focus on full body. So I want everyone to just take a nice slow inhale in, just allowing yourself to be in the space. Close your eyes and find awareness in your breath. Total awareness in your breathing. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. Begin to feel the belly expand with each inhale and feel the belly contract with each exhale. Feel the breath coming in through your nostrils and filling the lungs. Feel the breath exiting through the nostrils as your lungs deflate. Relax the breath. Just relax the breath. Notice a feeling of heaviness in the body. Feel the heaviness. Feel each part of your body, from the toes to the top of the head, become heavy. You are so heavy that you sink into the floor. Find that awareness. Feel the heaviness. Now become aware of the lightness in the body. Awaken that lightness in each part of the body, from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Every part of the body is light and weightless. The body becomes so light that it might float off the floor. Be aware of this lightness. Feel this lightness. Now I want you to find the feeling of being cold. Find that sensation of being chilled to the bone. Imagine facing the icy wind of winter head on. Imagine walking barefoot on a slab of ice. Your feet are cold. Your bones are cold. Your entire body is cold. Be aware of that feeling of coldness. Feel the cold. Now turn to the feeling of heat. Find that experience of heat all over the body. Imagine a hot, humid day, no wind, the sun beating on your skin, warming it to its core. Imagine sitting in a sauna, warm steam rising and filling the air with the heat. Be hot, be consumed by the heat. Feel the heat and be aware of the heat. Now move into the experience of pain. Concentrate on the feeling of pain, emotional pain, physical pain. Become aware of that pain. Sit with this feeling of pain. Now bring in the feeling of pleasure. Completely submerge yourself in pleasure. Relive any past experience of pleasure, either physical, mental, or emotional. Be in that moment. Feel the pleasure. Be aware of that pleasure and how it runs down into the cells of your body. Now come back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Notice the calmness of your breath, the evenness of your breath, the effortless flow of your life force energy. The inhale and the exhale. The inhale and the exhale as we sit in gratitude for our daily breath. Take a nice, slow, intentional breath in with all the beautiful openness, awareness, and energy the universe has to offer. And simply exhale all that no longer serves you in this space. Place a smile, simple and gentle, on your face. And when you feel called to it, open your eyes.
Good morning.
Morning.
That was powerful.
Yeah.
That's interesting how you can recall those feelings sitting in one place. At first, when you said the heaviness going into lightness, what I was imagining was being in a space shuttle. Because, when it's taking off and the gravity is pushing you down, I imagine that's the heaviest you could possibly feel, is when the gravity and all of those forces are pushing you down. Yeah. And then you get into outer space and you just float and you're just floating. And the analogy worked for a little bit, because then you went into coldness and walking on ice. And I was like on the moon, walking on ice. And then you're like heat and humidity. I'm like, I'm not going to propel myself to the sun. Let's go back to the earth now. And I'm happy I did, because then it just, like, from that one moment was all of those different. And the pain one was interesting, because you really can find like a point in your body. You can feel a point where you're like, oh yeah, and it's so great to remember that, because it makes you also remember that you're not feeling it at the moment. I hope for everybody watching that you're not feeling it at the moment. And if you are feeling it at the moment, remembering that you can also feel pleasure, and the pain that you are feeling will hopefully subside soon. So that was just absolutely a beautiful experience. Thank you so much, Kelly.
You're welcome. And I just want to share the reason I pull in pain. People are like, why do you pull in pain to your work? The reason being is we have to actually feel those traumas stay trapped within our bodies. We can't sugarcoat them. We can't just keep stuffing them down.
Yeah.
We can't just pretend that they're not there and say, oh, I'm fine. I've talked about it. I'm good.
No, we need to actually really immerse ourselves in that actual pain so that we can move through it. Now, Jesse, I don't believe that any of us actually ever heal from trauma, because then we wouldn't remember it. We couldn't grow, expand, and learn from it. But I do believe that we come from a place of understanding it, feeling it, and then we can move through it as it instead of pushing it down.
Yeah.
So that's why I want people, when they work with me, they have to go through that so that they can then come through on the other side of it.
Yeah.
So it's important to experience the pain, because without light, there is no dark. Without dark, there is no light, type of thing.
Yeah.
The yin and yang. And it's really important that people acknowledge it and experience it so that they can move through it.
There's a reason it's called toxic positivity. Because if it's not acknowledged, then you're hurting yourself.
Yes.
Or if you're doing it to somebody else, if you push their feelings that are genuine under, and everything's going to be fine.
Right.
You have to go through it. It's part of.
Remember, when you have that toxic positivity, that's actually all that built up trauma. Remember, as energetic frequencies, we imprint and impact every single being on the planet, whether consciously or unconsciously. That's the unconscious imprint of negative frequencies.
Mm.
So you're impacting people subconsciously with that toxicity. It's not helpful.
Yeah. That's a lot of responsibility. But it's all part of being human, so we'll take it.
It's all part of the human experience. We learn. As we know better, we do better. And as we do better, we help create space for others to do the same. Boom.
That sounds really familiar. I wonder who says that. I love you. Thank you so much. This was
welcome.
This was a beautiful experience. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a beautiful day today. We actually have some sunshine on the forecast for us today. The sun is on the other side of the building, but it's beautiful. And I hope you get out there and put your bare feet into something beautiful today. Some soil or some ice or whatever it is.
You're learning, Jesse. You're learning.
Baby steps. All right. Bye, guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye.